So this is the Adept Zlide Kit. So the first thing I'm going to show is how to change the coil. So remove this bottom part off the tank. Give it a slight little wiggle and the coil comes out. What I'm going to do now is prime the coil. It's a good idea to do this when the coil is new. When you're refilling it later, you won't need to do that. Just helps the liquid go into the coil, just a little bit along the top. So the most important thing is you can see two flat edges and two round edges, and on the tank you've got two flat lines. So what you need to do is marry these up. So when I pop that in, it will literally slot into place. Now you know if it's in correctly because when you go to screw this bottom part on, you should be able to close it without any resistance and there will be no gap. If you notice a gap between the part you screw on and the tank, you definitely don't have your coil in right. So just take this off and investigate that. Filling is nice and easy. It is a child-proof top. So in order to fill it, you need to remove the mouthpiece. So just a firm grip and pull it out. And then you can see these chevron red arrows. Slide that forward. And then you will see a little slot there where you can pop the nozzle in and fill the liquid up. And then you can just fill it up to the top of the glass. Yeah, and then slide that across. And then when you pop this mouthpiece in, the reason it's childproof, this tank physically will not open when that mouthpiece is in place. With the battery then, it's 3 quick clicks to turn it on. And then you see it cycling through the sort of colours. That's your battery indicator. So obviously if I was to press that now, you know you've got a good battery life on it. There are 4 power settings. So this button here is your power setting. So that's power setting 1, 2, 3, 4. Wherever you leave it, that's where it's going to be left for you to use it. Again, 3 quick clicks to turn it off. So if I press any button when it's off now, it's not going to fire itself. Charging, there is a little rubber seal here. If you remove that, you'll see a little charging port there. Your charging cable is here. If at any point in future this comes off, it's not an issue. It's an extra part put on by the manufacturer for them to claim that it's waterproof. But unless you're going to take it for a swim, there's no need to worry about that. So just pop that back in when you're done. And that's it. In here, you've got a spare coil and a spare glass. Should you ever need, should you break the glass on this tank, you ever get issues and you need to replace your glass, just give me a call.
Airflow.
The only other thing on here, which maybe you've not had on previous tanks, is this airflow. So if you can see there, there's some holes. So if I'm to rotate this bottom part here, the holes close up. What you want to make sure, you can always see at least one hole visible, that you don't have it completely closed. Because if you have it completely closed, you won't be able to draw and the coil will burn out. So you can adjust that to whatever your preference is.